We'll go ahead and get started. Ladies and gentlemen, J.R. Jordan here with Colorado Bankers Services, and you'll see on your screen it says, hello, my name is Healthcare Reform, Reform Ready Sales. So just to give you a brief background, we saw it was coming with healthcare reform. We knew that we were ready for it. We knew that our products were outside of the Affordable Care Act, but also that they were so needed with the Affordable Care Act. We went ahead and trademarked and then got the registrant on Reform Ready. So now we own that. We use that, and that's how we live. Everything we do every single day regarding insurance, health insurance, life insurance, critical illness, we are Reform Ready. So I'm sure you're seeing stuff every single day about critical illness insurance and accident insurance and telemedicine because it's growing. For those of you that don't think it's a sellable product, we did about $330 million or $340 million last year. It's projected to do $5.4 billion over the next 4 years. So extreme, extreme growth. Critical illness, we know the name of the game there, heart attack, stroke, cancer. And then accident insurance, we know how important that is. Let's go through each one of them quickly, but then also touch on what the marketplace is doing right now, why they are successful, and why you can sell more insurance than you ever have before. The cool thing about the Affordable Care Act is everybody's confused, everybody's concerned, and they don't know what to do. That spells opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. They need to speak with somebody like you that's going to tell them what to do. So all you need is a clear-cut path of how you're going to sell insurance. And hopefully today, after this call, I'll give you some information that will help you with that. So, we've been doing ancillary products, critical illness and accident mainly, for over 20 years. So all these companies that are coming in the market today trying to earn your business, I applaud them. We have a proven track record, and I think you know that, and we certainly appreciate your business. So let's start with MyMD ASAP, online face-to-face doctor visits. This plan is absolutely revolutionary. It's super cool. It is actually video medicine, so you can actually look at the doctor through the eyes. They can treat you, they can diagnose you, and they can call in a script to the local pharmacy. Now listen, I know that we have a benefit that's like this, not exactly like this, but similar to this in the accident plan. Here's a couple reasons why we have this product and why it's selling so good right now. Number one, the price points. The price points are absolutely perfect for an individual or a family that can't afford ACA. They don't get any subsidies for ACA. They want nothing to do with government insurance. They want a plan that's being talked about everywhere. CBS News, Inc. Magazine, Business Journal, Parenting, Fox Business, CNBC. It's been on Oprah telemedicine. It's been on Good Morning America. It's been everywhere. So telemedicine has name recognition. And people know it. I mean, people know the old school telemedicine where you just use your phone. And people also are using their smartphones every single day, all day long. For those clients out there that you're talking to that know a little bit about technology, that know Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, maybe they Skype with their grandkids, maybe they got kids in college, this is the product for them. It's super inexpensive, so it's totally affordable to all your clients. All your clients that come in and they want the Ruth Chris of plans and can't afford a Burger King value meal. All those clients out there that tell you that every month they want to spend $40 and they want this, 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 and this. Well, now you have something to offer them. This product right here, MyMD ASAP, is designed for today's needs. People want instant gratification. People want to see a doctor on demand. Nobody likes paying copays. Nobody likes sitting in a doctor's office scared to death they're going to get more sick than they currently are. Nobody has 3 to 5 hours to wait at a doctor's office and then go sit at a pharmacy and then finally get back to work or their home. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why this product is selling so much is when you talk about the benefits of this plan, it's clear and to the point. Listen, you want the ability to see a doctor? I got that for you. You want to see a doctor from your own home, your office, even a hotel room? I got that for you. You don't want to pay any copays? I got that for you. You want to get treated, diagnosed, and a script called into your local pharmacy in less than an hour? I got that for you. By the way, there's emergency helicopter air ambulance, and there's also an EBC card on there. It's quick. It's to the point. You're fulfilling a need. For those of you that don't see the need of this product because there's VBA, no problem. Sell them an accident plan. To me, they're both amazing products. They both fill a different need. Some people want the product of telemedicine and say, listen, I got access to a doctor 24 hours a day, 7 days a year, 365 days a year. I'm good to go. Some people are like, listen, I want that accident insurance too. I've got a lot of kids. Whatever the reason, sell them one of the plans, whether it's the MyMD ASAP or the VBA accident plan. This plan, you save the wait, you receive the prescriptions, you don't break the bank, we're bilingual. Anybody that uses a smartphone, a desktop, a tablet, a laptop, or even a regular phone can utilize this. You don't need an insurance license to sell this particular plan, but I know that you're all licensed. This plan is something that's it's overtaking the market because Banish Sick with a Click is starting to really make its way around. Just today I've seen probably 3 different email blasts about telemedicine, stuff to do with WellPoint, Humana, a couple other companies that are getting heavily involved in telemedicine because of the costs associated with the Affordable Care Act. And a lot of those plans, the consumer is still going to have to pay a copay, not with us. So over 60% of urgent care visits can be treated via MyMD ASAP. When people start hearing that they can use their smartphone to see a doctor immediately, get stuff called into their pharmacy and call it a day, they want to know what can be treated. UTIs, sinus symptoms, skin infections, sprains and strains, travel medications, headaches, flu, contusions, bites and stings, lice, nasal congestion, insomnia. I mean, there's so many different things that you can do. This list is small, super small compared to all the things that you can do. It also has the emergency helicopter air ambulance, and this benefit, real easy to sell. You don't choose if you get helivac'd out. You don't. Nobody ever chooses to be helivac'd out of an accident. With this, when you have this coverage, you know that if God forbid something happens to you or your family, they're going to helivac you out. And after you recover, you're not going to be sitting there faced with bills. Bills so high that you wish that they wouldn't have helivac'd you out. That's what insurance is here for, ladies and gentlemen. It's here because you need peace of mind. We're not going to make you rich because you own insurance. We don't want you to make money off the insurance plan. We want to provide you with peace of mind. The Enhanced Benefit Card. This card is on the MyMD ASAP. This card is on the VBA. This card, if you, in that office right now, if you don't have one of these cards, you are missing out. This card is so very cool. I have the card myself. They're absolutely free. You can go to theebccard.com and print one out today. Dental savings on here, everybody wants dental. Everybody. And there's only 100 pennies in a dollar. They only have so much money to spend. With this card right here sells for $19.95, $29.95, similar cards do. Ours is free. It's included in the plan. The dental savings is the Dentamax network. There's over 150,000 dentists. I used this in December of 2012. I had to get a piece of bone put in my gum. It was going to cost $800. I pulled out my card after they told me that another procedure needed to be done, yada, yada, yada. They told me the price. I pulled out my card and said, does this do anything for me? Now, I know that I should have pulled out the card beforehand. I did it after the fact. But it went from $800 to $50. So I saved $750 by pulling out this card. Me personally. Vision and LASIK, I got Intralace blade-free, bladeless LASIK about 3 years ago, I guess. And at the time, it was $6,000. I got this done for $1,500. So the first 2 benefits have saved me over $5,000. That's more than enough money to pay the premium on all these plans for myself and my family for years to come. X-rays and imaging, diabetic supplies, huge savings there. Prescriptions. I'm on 2 monthly maintenance medications. They're both $15 a month through my health insurance. Through this card, they're $9 a piece. So right there, I save $12 a month. I mean, it's a free card, and I've saved over $5,000. There's lab tests, there's hearing, there's chiropractic. It's a really cool card to have, I tell you that right now. With the MyMD ASAP, another cool thing is a lot of people are, you're going to talk to people that are totally against health insurance. You're going to talk to people that don't want anything to do with life insurance or critical illness coverage. You're going to talk to people that want nothing to do with an accident plan, because in their mind they can't wrap their head around car accidents. That's all they think about. They don't realize everyday accidents happen. You're going to talk to people that just want the ability to see a doctor. Or what about all those people that need to go see a doctor right now? And you got to tell them, listen, we got to apply for this plan. You got to get approved for this plan. Once that happens and you become effective, then you can use. With this plan, it's guaranteed issue. Sign up today, effective on the 1st. Go see your doctor. I mean, it's pretty clear cut and simple. For anyone that's smiling and dialing like myself, and you're on the phone and you're going through all these clients every single day trying to navigate what they can afford and what they need, this product is a godsend because it's cheap, it's simple, and it allows them to do exactly what they want. They want the ability to see a doctor. Everybody wants the ability to see a doctor. Now, cool thing is you get a post-visit documentation. So you get an actual documentation of everything that happened on that visit and what you need to do. Everybody has access to this. You can start keeping your own medical records from your doctor's appointments, it's absolutely fantastic. Now the critical illness plan, you need to be selling this every single time. Penetration rates, you need to be adding critical illness or accident, critical illness or MyMD. Pick the two that you like the best. Or you know what? Study all three of them and know the benefits of each of them. You need to be adding one or more of these plans every single sale. I kid you not. Whether you add it in and talk about all the benefits and give them a price, and then in verification it's broken down as separate products, or if you're selling it another way. Me particularly, I like to go over the benefits of what I can provide them, and then at the end we break it down and show them why it's so important to go to separate companies for their benefits. If you sell somebody on a package plan and you sell them on that price, you're done. Call it a day. Don't get on the phone with somebody and sell them a major medical policy only, because what happens when they have to satisfy that deductible? They can't afford it. Don't get on the phone and sell somebody one plan when you know they need three. It's very, very simple. You are insurance professionals. They are calling you. They're saying, what do I do? I need this. And 9 times out of 10, they truly don't even know what they need. They're just hoping that somebody on the other end actually cares, and somebody on the other end is going to provide them with product that actually works. If you know our company, if you know our family, if you know the way we do business, it's simple. We use the KISS system. We deliver great products to the consumer, and they use them, and they're happy. When somebody uses MyMD ASAP, they're blown away. I used it myself in June while I was sitting on the beach with my kids. I had a prescription called into the Walgreens within 1 hour. Just called. I needed it. I'm sitting there with my wife and kids. My wife loves the plan. We've used it on our children. That's how great it is. The critical illness plan, everybody knows somebody, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody knows somebody that's had a heart attack, stroke, or cancer. They've seen their quality of life completely get destroyed. With this plan, that's done. You don't have to do that. Let's say easy math here, $50,000 face amount. God forbid you had a critical illness like heart attack, life-threatening cancer, stroke, major organ transplant, terminal illness, advanced Alzheimer's disease, paralysis, loss of independent living, loss of limbs, major burns, renal failures. You get a check for 50 grand. You pass away, your estate, your beneficiary gets a check for 50 grand. You have partial benefits. Let's say you have a coronary bypass surgery. We're going to cut you a check for $12,500. You're going to have the remaining left in your policy to use towards any of the other benefits, and then we are going to reduce your premium. So we're actually going to pay a benefit and then reduce your premium. Half of all men get cancer. 1 out of every 3 women will get cancer. 1 out of every 5 women will get breast cancer. I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm telling you the way it is, and that critical illness insurance is an emotional sale. Listen, do you know anybody that suffered a heart attack, stroke, or cancer? Yeah. Was their quality of life affected in a negative way? I mean, did they lose a lot of money? Did they lose their car, their house? Did they have to bring their kids home from college? Yep. Well, we got a plan that covers that. It's going to provide a benefit directly to you. Is that something that would interest you? Absolutely. Well, listen, if you and I talk again in 6 months or 8 months or a year, and God forbid you had a heart attack, stroke, cancer, do you want a get well card or a check for 50 grand? 50 grand, right? Well, yeah, who doesn't? This product is so easy to sell because you can talk to everybody about this product. This is one of those products that you feel comfortable and proud to sell to your mom, your dad, your brother, your friends, your in-laws, because it works. It's by a huge company that is the best. We are here because we're the best at what we do, and you're here because you're the best at what you do. Why aren't you adding this every single time? Does anybody in that room truly believe that health insurance is the end-all, be-all? Because if you do, I've got a crazy, crazy, crazy study that I'll show you right now that was done by Harvard University. It was done like 8 years ago, and these numbers have done nothing but go up. Over half of personal bankruptcies are caused by illness or medical debt. Over half. Every year, over 2 million Americans are going to have a medically caused bankruptcy. Get ready for this one. If this doesn't get you to sell a critical illness plan today, I don't know what's going to. Over 75.7. So 3/4 of the people that went into debt because of a medical bankruptcy had health insurance. They had health insurance. They had that end-all, be-all that they thought it was. Do you know why it's called major medical insurance? Because it only pays for the major bills associated with that sickness. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. If you have a heart attack today, and if you can't work for 3 to 6 months, even 3 to 6 weeks, who's going to pay your rent payment, your mortgage, your car, your truck? Who's going to pay your health insurance premium, your copays, your deductibles? Who's going to put gas in your car, clothes on your kid's back, shoes in the feet? Major medical isn't going to do that. If you have enough money in your savings, you are smart enough to spend 20, 30, 40 bucks a month to protect it with critical illness insurance. If you don't have that money in savings, do you really want a critical illness to devastate life as you know it? I don't know anybody in the marketplace that when you explain to them the pros and cons of having this product and something happens versus not having this product and something happens, that doesn't want to buy it. It's that good. I mean, it's like selling candy to a baby because it truly works. Now listen, there's some market niches here, and I'll tell you what, if you're going to do any type of studying, any type of research, any type of homework, this is all I will tell you to do, these market niches. It's a perfect DI supplement. Okay? Our population, less than 90% has true, or less than 10% has true DI. So it's a super small number that has true DI insurance. There's occupational exclusions, there's limitations, and it's super expensive. This plan gives you a lump sum check directly to you when you need it the most. Family protection, homemaker. If you're going to sell this plan to a husband and wife, you better sell them their own individual policies each and every time. They get more bang for their buck. I'm married with 4 kids. God forbid something happened to my wife, I'm going to be by her side. God forbid something happened to me, I hope she's going to be by my side. There you go. Money is not going to buy you happiness, but it will buy you peace of mind. Now, self-employed market, all of us, we're self-employed. We carry the largest amount of credit card debt in the U.S. The people that you're talking to on the phone are either A, self-employed, B, small business owners, still self-employed, or C, they work somewhere but don't get their insurance benefits paid for. All 3 of those need critical illness coverage. I mean, just put yourself in somebody's shoes that's had a CI. Imagine having a heart attack today and still having to pay every single bill of tomorrow plus some, and you can't work. It's a scary, scary thought. The college funding market. You're talking to somebody, they got kids in college, bam. You need critical illness insurance because God forbid this happens to you, you don't want to have your kids come home from college and get a job. These market niches, if you learn them, you can actually attack each and every one of these when you're talking to somebody on the phone, when you are asking your questions, because that's what we do in sales. We ask a whole bunch of questions, we get some yes answers, and we pounce. Mortgage protection. Listen, don't you want to stay in your home after one of these things happen? You need critical illness insurance. Everybody buys life insurance for mortgage protection. That's awesome for your friends, your family, your estate. It sucks for you. If you want to stay in your home after something like this happens, you need critical illness coverage. Buy-sell agreements, health insurance. Ladies and gentlemen, the ACA, in some respects, is absolutely wonderful. There's subsidized premiums. People are getting health insurance that they've never had health insurance before. It's affordable on the front end. On the front end, it's affordable. But then you see co-insurance, co-pays, and deductibles, and you realize that you can make anything affordable if when you go to use it, you charge huge fees. That's what subsidized insurance through the ACA is. So if I'm going to sell you an ACA plan, I'm going to do what's in your best interest. And by the way, it's in my best interest too. You're going to get an ACA plan with a critical illness plan and an accident, or critical illness and MyMD ASAP. You're going to get insurance to where if something happens, you're not going to be pissed off at me. You're not going to be upset with the system. I'm going to give you every tool that you need to make sure this insurance actually counts, it works, it provides peace of mind for you and your family. Singles, you talk to singles on the phone all day long. One of their biggest objections is, I don't want life insurance. I don't have anyone to leave it to. If that's the case, who's going to take care of you when one of these critical illnesses happen? Because they happen every single day. If you got to get a home health care nurse, you're looking at $1,500, $2,500 a day for them to help you out. Singles with kids, who's going to take care of your kids when one of these things happen? You can afford to get help. You're talking to somebody and they work at a big company, they own a big company, they're HR. Let us help you. 3 lives or more and we can do it. I mean, we've written some large group. There's no occupational exclusions with this stuff. So we write firefighters. We write police officers. We've got the U.S. military market, United States Postal Service, Mississippi Department of Mental Health, all the employees there, not the people that actually stay there. I mean, this plan is so important. Just look at this screen in front of you. And I want you to look at the last 3 things. Or actually, I'm sorry. It keeps growing up and up. You know, August 25th, 2008, my father, Jim Jordan Sr., my business partner, my best friend, literally everything to me, my mentor, my idol, passed away from multiple myeloma, which is a red cell cancer. Myself, my brother, my sister, we went through everything on this list, I would say. Daily living expenses. He was at the Mayo Clinic, but we still had to pay for everything else that was going on in his life down in Phoenix. Co-pays and deductibles, they were huge, and we had to pay them. Experimental treatments. He had 3 stem cell transplants just because we were trying to prolong his life. He had a terminal cancer from day one. We knew it was terminal. He knew it was terminal. We were pulling out all the stops to try to get him to survive. Housekeeping, child care expenses. Well, you know what? He had grown children, but we all had young children. And if we wanted to see him at the Mayo Clinic, we couldn't bring our kids, so we had to have babysitters and people help us out. Maintenance of your family's quality of life. We wanted to be able to still pay our mortgage payments and our car payments and put clothes on our kids' back and shoes on the feet. You know, the last couple of years that was so very rough, money didn't make us happy, but it allowed us to focus on what was the most important, which was my dad and our family coming together. That's what insurance can do for you. And in a lot of these cases, in most of these cases, it's not terminal. From day one, you're told, listen, we can fight it this way, and this way, and you got a good chance of survival, or you got a huge chance of survival, or you got a low chance of survival, but you still got a chance. In his case, it was just totally terminal, but we still were able to piece together the last couple of years of his life because of all of these things right here we were able to cover. Because a check is always better than a get well card. And I don't care if that sounds cheesy or not. On a couple spaces on the internet, I'm referred to Ned Ryerson because I always say that. I'll tell you what, that line right there has sold more critical illness insurance than anything else, and I'm the one that actually gets the notifications when we pay out claims. So if I'm in Illinois, or if I'm in Texas, or if I'm in Florida, or if I'm in California, 3, 6 months, 9 months, years later, I get notifications. We paid a $72,000 claim in Florida, $100,000 claim in Illinois, $50,000 claim in Texas. And I'm like, wow, I got through to somebody that sold this plan to their client, and now that client has peace of mind. Now that insurance professional is a superhero, because that's what you can be. You can sell this product to your clients and know that you're doing the right thing all day long, and when something happens, they're covered. Or take the path of least resistance. Don't sell it, and when something happens to their client and they call you up, you're going to think of me on this phone right now. You're going to think of critical illness insurance. You're going to think of accident insurance. On the screen right now, you have VBA, NEA. Both two great associations. Plans are fantastic. You got accident coverage up to $25,000, and it's affordable for an individual or for a family. You got telemedicine on here. You got emergency air ambulance on here. You got the enhanced benefit card on here. I own this plan. I've always owned this plan. And every time we have a new kid, and hopefully that's done now, I call up Mike and I say, hey, I got to add another family member to this, and it costs me nothing because I have a family plan, and I can keep adding family members. If you're going to do anything with your children, if you're going to allow your children to do anything, please have an accident plan. I don't want your life financially devastated because they break their arm or sprain their wrist, or, I mean, if you just saw the cost that these things incur every single day like I do, it would freak you out. You would own the plan. You would be glad and proud to own the plan, and you would tell everybody you talk to buy the plan. It's guaranteed issue. Guaranteed issue. So the MyMD ASAP is guaranteed issue. The critical illness plan, we know we're issuing over 90% of that business, and it's quick too. This plan, VBA accident, NEA accident, guaranteed issue as well. Now, here's the 8 questions. Cool thing about this is you got to take when somebody copies you, you got to treat it as flattery, I guess. We've been doing these questions for 20 years. My brother and I have been writing these, perfecting them. They all will get you a yes answer. If somebody says no, they're lying. It's that simple. Plain and simple. When I sell insurance, I use an easy pitch. It's pretty neat. Here it goes. Hi, this is JR with Colorado Bankers. I don't know if I'm the first or 31st, but I do know that I'm a best, and you recently applied for a medical quote. I'm going to help you out with that. I'm going to ask you a couple questions here. Do you know anybody that suffered a heart attack, stroke, or cancer? So what did I do there? I said, hi, I'm JR with Colorado Bankers. I don't know if I'm the first or 31st, but I know I'm the best. I broke the ice, and I hit him with a power statement. You recently applied for a medical quote, so now I'm attaching myself to something that they did. I'm making myself important. I'm going to help you out with that, assume the sale, and I'm going to ask you a couple questions to get started. Assume it. Go right into it. Do you know somebody that's had one of these? Yep. Was their quality of life affected in a negative way? Yep. If I had a product, would you want it? Yep. If you called me in 6 months or after having this, do you want to get well card or check? Check, right? Yep. Anyone in your family have ever had an accident? Yep. Do you have to go to the doctor? Yep. Out-of-pocket expenses? You know it. What if I had a plan that covers all that small deductible? Interested? Yep. You're on your way to creating an awesome package. One that includes critical illness, one that includes accident, maybe it includes MyMD, along with that major medical. You're walking away and you're keeping your business persistent. If you add a secondary plan to a main plan, you're going to increase the persistency by up to 60%. When you add 2 or 3 plans to it, bam. I mean, they're not going anywhere. They're going to stay with you. Knowledge is power. If you know these plans backwards and forwards, you're going to be able to sell them. Now, when it comes to MyMD ASAP, pick your niche. Pick how you want to sell it. Do you want to sell it as telemedicine? Do you want to sell it as video medicine? A combination of both. Do you want to sell it as, let's say, the blue-collar solution to their needs? If they can't afford ACA, if they don't get subsidized for ACA, if they don't want ACA, MyMD ASAP. You can sell critical illness that way too. You can sell accident insurance that way too. Your clients that call you up, they want everything but can't afford anything, sell one of these plans. clients that want that major medical, they're all excited about it, and they don't know how deductibles and coinsurance work. If you don't sell them one of these plans, you're doing them a disservice. I mean, that's like selling somebody a car and then telling them it's going to cost them another 20 grand to fill up the tank. It just doesn't make sense. You're the insurance professional. They're calling you a live transfer. These people want to talk to you. Or they're a lead. They filled out something somewhere at some time because it was important to you. Break through all the clutter. Ask them questions. And sell them good insurance. Quality insurance like MyMD ASAP, CBL Critical Illness, or the VBA Accident Plan. You don't want to go off and have 72 plans and talk about this, that. Pick defined packages. Either you're going to sell them one or you're going to sell them all. These are the plans to do it. This is the way to break through all the clutter and give your clients the insurance that they actually need. So with that, I want to say thank you so very much. I'm going to stop the recording at this time and go ahead and answer any and all questions that you have.